Josip, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to join me here for this interview. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. And that's what I like to hear. Now, the reason I invited you on is because I saw a win from you in the copywriting campus. Could you explain what that was about?
So essentially what I've done is I've made improvements on the landing page for a client. I've made him a welcome sequence, and currently I'm working on building him a complete sales page, also a launch sequence and a webinar script.
Very nice. And what amount did you get paid to do this?
So far has been 3K, and I'm still waiting on a couple payments, and I've got more projects lined up for the future.
Very nice. Congratulations. Did you have any copywriting experience before you joined the real world?
Absolutely none. Didn't even know what copywriting was.
Okay,
Actually,
so
I didn't even know what it meant when I saw the name copywriting. It literally had made no sense in my mind what it actually was. Like, I couldn't infer anything. So I went from zero to where I am now.
Right, very nice. And yeah, I can definitely relate. When I first saw copywriting, I was very confused as well, in a similar situation to you. Why did you choose copywriting?
Mainly because it was a suggested campus with a lot of free time and no extra income. So essentially, I wanted to pick up a new skill that I could use to make money, compared to some other parts of the real world where you need to have some starting capital to actually get going.
How much time were you putting into the copywriting campus when you first joined, and has that changed since?
When I first joined, I barely did anything. I had some other stuff going on in my life, so I was always like putting it on hold. But then one of the apprentices made like a 2-week challenge, and then I like forced myself basically to start working. And we had like a daily checklist we had to go through. So I was working as hard as I possibly could until that checklist was done. It used to take me about 6 to 8 hours a day to complete the entire checklist. Over time, I got better and faster and more efficient, but I still put in like a solid 5 to 6 hours a day in everything I need to do.
How different does your average day look like now compared to before you joined the real watch?
Well, I used to waste a majority of my day just playing video games, and soon enough I realized that's not a way to go in life. I wasn't getting any value back other than a little bit of dopamine and entertainment, and I realized that's not how I'm actually going to progress in life. That's one of the lessons I've learned in the real world, that you just need to stay away from hedonistic bullshit and just focus on yourself, focus on your skill set, and build yourself as the person you want to be.
How different would you say the material is in the real world compared to what you can find out on the internet?
Well, essentially, you could find everything on the internet that it's in the real world, but it's going to take you months of just digging through random websites, random YouTube videos, or whatever you want to actually search for. So all the materials that you have in the real world are basically curated for you, so you can have a fast track from absolute beginner to intermediate or an expert who can actually land clients, make decent copy, and actually do good work. So it's really useful for anyone that's actually starting out. Like, everything is explained. There's a community. You can ask questions. You can ask professors questions. So it's like a major difference
Mhm.
if you were to go on your own to search for stuff.